10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Wow, well, a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. I, Dhwani Mittal, would like to welcome the entire JSW family to the first ever digital launch event. We at JSW believe in unlimited opportunities and absolutely nothing can stop us. Then how can lockdown keep us away from creating new horizons? Well, since we cannot do live events, here we are with the first edition of the grand launch on this very dazzling digital platform. But with my lovely friends, before we begin, I would like to dedicate a small little शायरी आप सभी के लिए. तो आप लोग जहां पर भी हैं थोड़ा सा वाह वाह कर दीजिए, दिल से वाह वाह कीजिएगा. So for all of you, अर्ज किया है कि जिंदगी की असली उड़ान अभी बाकी है. जिंदगी की असली उड़ान अभी बाकी है. जिंदगी के कई इम्तिहान अभी बाकी हैं. अभी तो नापी है मुट्ठी भर जमी हमने, अभी तो सारा आसमान बाकी है. Well, a warm welcome to all my dear friends. Once again, a big hand for all of you and welcome to the new beginning. My dear friends, as we all know, our lives have completely changed. The pandemic has confined us to be within our homes. But we at JSW believe no matter how difficult the situations are, we will find a way. On this note, I would like to quote a proverb by Leon Brown. You cannot evolve unless you're willing to accept the change. And the time to evolve and to change is right here. But isn't this a wonderful change that we will get to witness this grand launch from the comforts of our house with the loved ones next to us? And I know, I'm sure you all are super excited and you all have so many questions on your mind. But hold on to that. You have to trust me, see it to believe it. Well, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, my dear friends, JSW Steel takes great pride in working with its customers and stakeholders in delivering the better products and services. Steel is a product which is a part of our everyday life in various forms. We would like to now dedicate a beautiful AV to all our JSW customers, which depicts the steel in multifaceted of our lives. So let's have the JSW customer AV.
India, a nation powered by a billion dreams. Dreams that we aspire to fulfill every day. Together with our collaboration and commitment, as India embraces to be a $5 trillion economy by 2025, we are all geared up to be a part of this monumental journey to usher in a brighter, better future. Together, we touch ordinary lives and make that difference. We better every day. Together, we make steel that you carve into your agri-equipment. Together, we sow the seeds of success. We make steel that gives the grit and grind to your heavy equipment. Together, we change the landscape of our country. We make steel that you beautifully mold into your automobiles, just to drive our nation on its path towards prosperity. We make steel that you transform into solar energy. Together, we steer our nation towards a greener tomorrow. We make steel that relays your transmission lines, just to brighten the future of millions. We make steel that styles your appliances. Together, we bring happy smiles. We make steel that adorns your development projects. Together, we provide shelter to millions. We touch lives, make them better together, every day. We empower communities, make them better together, every day. We nurture dreams, make them better together, every day. As India embarks on its accelerated growth journey, we are firmly placed to leave our mark in it. Together, we touch millions of lives and make them better every day.
Well, wow, that was a wonderful AV with valuable insights from our customers. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand here for all our customers. All right, so I will not take much of your time now, ladies and gentlemen. And now I would like to invite Mr. Sharad Mahendra, CEO, JSW Steel Coated Products Limited, for his keynote address. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mahendra is proactive leader who has played multiple leadership roles for more than 30 years across many industries like steel, automotive, chemicals, and energy, to name a few. Well, not just that, he has proven legacy of business growth and strategic expansion throughout his career. Time and time again, Mr. Mahendra demonstrated ability to bring the business out of challenges by out of the box thinking. So now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Sharad Mahendra with a big hand here. Sir, thank you so much for joining it today with us, and we'd love to hear your valuable insights. Once again, a big hand, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Dhani. Good evening, friends. I welcome you all for this product launch with unique features, with unique benefits, but most importantly, in a unique way of launch is the digital launch. Though I would have preferred to be physically meeting you all and interacting with you as always with a lot of warmth, but today's times have taught us to learn new ways, and I can assure you that my team has really worked hard to ensure the same warmth in today's event also. Before I start, I wish and pray for the best of health and safety for you, your family, and your friends. We all know that these are highly challenging and unprecedented times, but I am confident that we all will come out of this even stronger, which we have earlier proven also that as an Indian and India as a nation, in the global crisis we have witnessed in late 90s, early 2000s and 2008 famous global financial meltdown, post which India emerged as a engine to the global economic growth. And we are confident that even after this situation, what we are witnessing today with the growth fundamentals of the country remains to be strong. We will again be the driver to the growth of global economy. Sharing briefly about JSW Steel, friends, JSW's 18 million tons of steel making capacity is one of the largest steel producer in the country. And with coated steel capacity of almost 2 million tons, is the largest in the country with range of value-added products and 7 branded products. We at JSW believe not only in fulfilling your today's needs, but also the evolving needs of your business and your end consumers. For this, my product development team, application engineering team, and the production team constantly work to bring new products and new features in existing products to meet your evolving needs. The reason for today's conference is to launch and share with you the features and benefits of one such new product, which my colleague will be presenting to you, post which we, along with my operations head for all the three plants for JSW Coated, we all will be there to answer all your queries, all your doubts, post once we finish the event. With this, friends, I extend my very special thanks to you for taking your time out and to be with us today. Thanks once again, and please stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Wow, a huge round of applause here. Well, thank you, sir. Once again, now I request you, sir, to please launch the new product line that we all have been so eagerly waiting for. Sir, may I request you to please place your palm on the palm scanning device and grace this very beautiful and a fantastic occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand here. Make some noise. Wow, well, Sharat sir, I would also request you to kindly launch the website for the same. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's have a huge round of applause here. Make some noise, and here we go. Friends, as you can see, the detailed website on your screens right now. Thank you, Mr. Mahendra, for doing the honors. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's once again have a big hand. Thank you, sir. I think this product looks totally fantastic. I have to say that. Thank you, sir, once again. All right, well, wow, the most awaited moment, as you all saw, the fantastic launch here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, friends, JSW Radiance is a superior color coated steel product with newly evolved paint technology to enhance the life of the products. JSW Radiance contains quality paint with agents to restore radiance and luminosity to the surface. Designed for color-coated coils for all shades that offers long-lasting protective treatment to fight fading and increases shine. Not just that, ladies and gentlemen, JSW Radiance comes in 6 variants to meet the specific end-use requirements of applications across various industries. For assuring the performance of paint technology, JSW Radiance also offers a warranty on durability along with the innovative and unique paint technology. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Ashwini Sharma, VP Sales and Marketing, who heads OEM sales of coated steel products, for a detailed product presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sharma has worked across functions in steel industry, has vast knowledge of the same. But before I request him to join us on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, listen up very carefully. I need all of you to be please glued onto the screens as we will be conducting a very exciting quiz after Mr. Sharma's presentation, and you stand a chance to win some very exciting prizes. So listen up very carefully and follow the presentation very carefully. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand and join me in welcoming Mr. Ashwini Sharma. Welcome to you, sir. A big hand for you, sir.
Very good evening to you all. Warm welcome to you all on behalf of JSW Steel and on my own behalf. Well, it is very pleasing to note that today for this event we have got a very large gathering of our customers, our partners, our influencers, and a lot of other people from the industry. A special thanks to a lot of our customers who have joined from various time zones, from various other countries, to witness this presentation. Uh, I think for the sake of good order, I would want to break this presentation into two small parts. One is basically a brief introduction of the group and also the company for those of our customers who have recently joined us. And second part, primarily to address the question at hand. What is this JSW Radiance all about, and what all it can do to our products and our competitiveness. Well, this is what the technology has done to us. It has brought us so close that we sitting in our own offices are able to connect with each other. And this is what the technology in color coded space can also do to us. It can help us to become more and more competitive, and it will enable us to ensure that we have got very large uh, differentiators at our disposal when we go and compete in the marketplace. The aim of JSW Steel is to make sure that along with us, our customers also remain and become competitive. This is what the entire presentation is all about. This is what the Radiance can do to all of us. So I will just take you through my presentation. As Mr. Mahendra has just mentioned, that JSW Group is a large $12 billion conglomerate, and we are primarily operating out of four business verticals. These are all four commercial verticals: steel, energy, cement, and infrastructure. In addition to these four verticals, we are also operating three new businesses. These businesses are JSW Paints, JSW Sports, JSW Ventures, and these businesses are in various stages of incubation. The JSW Paints business is already in the commercial stage. We are having a capacity of 2.5 lakh liters of paints. The paints is being supplied in both decorative as well as in industrial space. In terms of JSW Sports, we are actively working to promote the sports in the country. We are working as a promoter of Bangalore FC along with the Delhi Capitals and also Haryana Steelers. So Ventures is a new business which primarily looks at incubation of some new ideas, VC funds, primarily addressing the technical space. JSW Steel is also very well known in the industry for the various CSR efforts it continues to do. Most of our CSR activities are very effective and they are basically aimed at what the group believes in. Right now, the group is preparing to ensure that we are able to create a large talent of very uh, very good sportsmen who are capable of competing in the global stage. So Inspire Institute of Management Sports, which is in Vijayanagar, is basically an incubation center where we are training the future budding medalists for Olympic Games. As a company, we're a large steel company, fully integrated right from iron ore now to the final steel making process. We have got state-of-the-art technology. We have got Corex as well as blast furnace technologies. In terms of mining presences, we have got mines now in India as well as in various foreign countries like Chile, US, Mozambique. And in terms of domestic market, we are present in almost close to 600 districts in India and almost 140 countries worldwide. So almost 80% of the domestic markets is very well covered by our dealers, distributors, and other officers. In terms of products, I would say sitting today, probably all the steel products which a steel company can think of are in our basket. We have got products right from flats to longs. We have products in color coded space, and we also have products in packaging industries like template. So when we look at the Indian footprint, we have got on the right side, what you can see on the screen, we have got three large upstream plants, which are basically the plants which make longs and flat steels. We have got plants in Vijayanagar and Dolvi. Collectively, these two plants right now produce close to 17 million tons of steel. And we have got a alloy steel plant in Salem, which can produce a million tons of steel. And on the left side, we have got downstream units in Vasin, Tarapur, Kalmeshwar. These units, along with some facilities in Vijayanagar plant, are giving us almost close to 2.2 million tons of coated products. Well, JSW Steel, in terms of competitiveness, has been ranked among the top 10 uh, competitive steel makers in the globe in last 12 years. So when the World Steel Dynamics ranks various companies based on the competitiveness, the factors which are considered are basically safety, growth, cost of conversions, labor relationships, and various other M&A activities and joint ventures. So keeping all this, multiple factors in mind, the company has been ranked among the top 10 producers uh, always in last 12 to 13 years. If you see this graph carefully, there is not a single other Indian company in the space here. So company is fairly doing well and is very well recognized globally for its overall performance. And these are some external validations in terms of awards, recognitions. We are one of the very few companies in India which has won a prize. We have also been recognized by the Government of India through Prime Minister's Trophy and various other global awards as far as the competition is concerned. So this is what we have just kind of refreshed about JSW Steel and also JSW Coated. Now, when it comes to the presentation for today, especially in color coded business, there's always a big question among customers' minds, consumers' mind, consultants' mind when they talk about color coded product. What is so different which a company X can give you when it comes to color coded product concerned? Every product looks similar in the market. What are the possibilities to differentiate, giving the fact that a blue color is a blue color or a off-white color is an off-white color? And what are the customizing possible in addition to thicknesses in terms of coating, in terms of substrate? What are the customization possible? Can technology be leveraged to give us all these differentiators which can be very well exploited in the marketplace? Knowing what the consumer wants is basically key to what you can do about it. So before deciding on what should be the attributes of GSW Radiance, we went back to the customers and started to ask them some real questions. But what is the latent need which the industry wants in addition to the customization? We always came back with the various answers. Customers told us that there are additional benefits which they want or which they are looking for whenever they are talking about color coded space. Benefit desires were gloss retentions. So customer want that the quality of roofing or the color coded sheet should remain almost the same throughout the entire life. So they are looking for a very high gloss retention at the same time. They're looking at the products which are eco-friendly, products which are eco-friendly not only when they are being used, but also when they are being manufactured at our end. They are looking at customization with end users in mind. A company which is in the food processing stage wants to use that kind of color coding steels which are compatible with the food grade technologies. Companies which are in the electrical space are wanting to use those kind of color coded strips or sheets which are suitable for that kind of end users. Of course, last but not least, people are asking for longer warranties so that is what is going to make sure that they remain assured throughout the life of the product. Well, all these bundles of benefits have been clubbed together to offer you what we call as JSW Radiance. JSW Radiance basically comes with a power of six. These are basically six variants of JSW variants, the radiance which you can look at. We can look at radiance with a antimicrobial variant. We can look at anti-graffiti variant. We can look at anti-dust variant. We can look at anti-static, cool roof technologies, and high gloss technologies. So radiance is nothing but a customized color coded product with a minimum warranty. Every ton of radiance which you buy from JSW Steel will come with a warranty of between 10 to 25 years. You will get it in the widest possible width of 1550 mm. It will be produced using the best or the most latest paint technology, which will ensure that the sheets remain glossy and vibrant throughout the life. We will be ensuring that the paint coatings will be around 35 micron based on the end users and also based on what is the application it is desired for. And last but not least, the thickness of the sheets can be up to 1.5 millimeter in total. This is probably the highest the industry can offer. So the first variant of JSW Radiance is the antimicrobial variant. In the times of corona and various viruses which we see currently, this is a product probably which was desired long back. And right now, also, when we speak to some of the customers, we are being told that this product should have been launched almost maybe 1 or 2 years earlier. So we have tied up very effective with JSW paints to ensure that we get a very good antimicrobial paint system. A paint system which is uh, not only which is valued and which is approved by Indian standards, but they are also approved by the global standards. So this paint system is approved by the Japanese industrial standard. So these are the two pictures of antimicrobial color coded strips. The one on the left is basically a simple RMP paint without any special coating. The one on your right is basically RMP with the antimicrobial coating system. You can see there are no bacteria on the one on the right. There's a little small circular aura is being formed around the sample. It shows that the microbes or the germs are being killed and also they are being repelled. Antimicrobial paint systems or the products can be used in ducting. Ducting is the area where once the ducts AC ducts are put in place, nobody really goes to check the ducts for almost the life of the duct is concerned. It can be used in appliances, it can be used in hospitals, cold storages, and pharma rooms, and so many other places. The second variant is anti-graffiti. This is a kind of pictures maybe once in a while you get to see when you go into larger cities. You see a nicely cladded PB or a warehouse or a shed or a store has been defaced by some of the people who have put spray paints on it or so many other things. In India, in addition to this, the vandalism through the spray paint, we also have our own menace of bird droppings. So bird droppings are very difficult to remove from the paint surfaces. So anti-graffiti painting system ensure that you can simply wipe off this graffiti or the bird droppings, sketch marks or marker marks by simply wiping the surfaces either through wet cloth or through a dry wiping system. So this is a very good option for some of the galleries or some of the warehouses or showrooms which are in the public spaces. The third variant is JSW anti-dust variant. In this picture, you can very well see that because of these three small foreign particles on the surface of the sheet, you can see almost three lines being formed. So what has basically happened, these are watermarks which are getting created because the dust has accumulated all around the place, and then you can see the roofs are looking very dull and with larger marks because the dust has not got removed. And also removing dust from roofs is also not only costly, it is also a little unsafe. And so industry has been wanting to know, but are there any possibilities of having anti-dust technologies in the coil coating space? Well, in anti-dust technology, you basically build in two aspects of anti and nanotechnology. One is we ensure that the paint coatings are having what we call as very high DPUR. Basically, it is dust pickup resistance. So coatings are designed in a manner that the coating ingredients are put in a manner so that the dust doesn't stick to the surface so easily. So even if suppose dust had got stuck to the surface, then the second point comes in where the water droplet which are thrown on the surface to clean the surface are not able to stick to the surface so tightly. So simple amount of water, a spray of water can actually remove the dust automatically. Loose dust can get cleaned by itself through wind and also minor droplets, and dust which is little sticky can be cleaned for a period of time by normal spray paintings. So this can be easily find application in larger warehouses, industrial buildings, and the buildings where the dust becomes a menace for the processing things inside, like in case of food processing. The fourth variant of radiance is radiance with anti-static properties. Well, in certain environment conditions, the static charge gets formed on the surface of various products, and the static charge can, when it get discharged, can actually bring a lot of shock to the people. It can create fire, it can create explosions. So so there was a demand from industry, primarily from the panel making industry and also industry which use a lot of electric charges like battery making industries. What can be done to ensure that the static is not present on the surface of the sheets? So this is basically managed through a simple process. So the surface of the paint, which is generally insulating, is made conductive by addition of introducing some conductive elements. So instead of paint becoming a insulator and hence collecting all the charge, it becomes a conductor, and this conductor can actually be linked to the earth pit, and it becomes a discharging point. So the risk of shock or risk of accumulation of charge is totally avoided. So application of this kind of product is going to be in basically clean rooms, in terms of battery charging units, in terms of panels, in terms of DG sets, and so many other areas. The fifth variant of radiance is going to be radiance with cool roof technologies. Well, we have heard about the fact that there are so many areas where people have to work in extremely hot weather conditions, and you need to spend a lot of money to ensure that the inside of the sheds remain cool. So thermal efficiency becomes a very important factor while you design a building. So it's very basic common sense that whatever gets absorbed in a building gets transferred back inside the building. So building inside become hot because the absorption is higher. So cool roof technology is basically ensure that there's a reduction in heat load inside the factory. The heat doesn't move from outside to inside. The inside of factory is more environment friendly. There's a better circulation inside the inside, and human risk of thermal shocks is also avoided. So basically, we are looking at technologies which ensure that the temperature inside the shed is lower than temperature outside the shed. If you look at this, the solar radiation, 51% of solar radiation carries all the heat, which is basically felt uh, by the buildings or on which the solar radiation falls. So idea is to make sure that this 51% doesn't get absorbed. So as long as you are able to emit it back to the surface, to the environment, back to the environment, the outsides are going to remain hotter, whereas the inside is going to remain cooler. So that's why you see the whites and pastel which we normally wear in summers have got relatively more comfortable as compared to the blacks and other grays. So in cool roof technology, we basically ensure that the color pigment absorbs lower than 25% of the IR spectrum. So additives in the color pigment are placed in a manner so that most of the sunlight gets reflected back into the environment. So if you see the chart on this right side here, these are solar absorptivity charts for certain select colors. So if you see black is highest absorptivity, that's why black gives you the most heat inside. And if you go down, you see the ones in the gray have got the, so that means the gray colors, slate blue colors, green colors are basically going to absorb less compared to the blacks. So with cool technology, we had developed shades like beige and green the temperature difference can be as high as 10 degrees between outside and inside. So this is a product where you can easily use in the areas wherever you are looking at larger temperature difference between outside and inside the environment. The sixth variant is the JSW radiance with high gloss. Well, there have always been a demand that my shed should look the same for at least 15 to 20 years after it has been made. Well, gloss is what we uh, kind of generally confuse with brightness. So gloss is a function of aging. The more a product ages, less is the gloss or less is the sheen, what we call it. These are certain examples of product with high sheen or high gloss. And one important thing to know here is that high gloss products are generally have got better endurance because there's a higher content in the paints. They look better. The overall performance is better compared to the non-glossy paints are concerned. So a brief comparison between a gloss and a satin finishes. If you see on the screen here, the gloss is the one which is bottom. The satin is slightly in between. So satin colors are basically the colors which are less brighter but are matte in nature. So glossy shades, even after the exposure of say 5 to 6 years, look as good as the newly painted satin colors. However, the industry has not been using more glossy shades for various reasons. One is it's very difficult to maintain at the site. Second thing is very difficult to handle in the interim. But the QAV study has revealed that glossy shades are better in all comparison to the satin variants. If you see this chart here on the right side here, and you see the first that RAL 29900 off-white. If it is the initial gloss level, the 96 here, whereas satin gives the initial gloss of 38. So whereas the retention in both is almost same. So after say 1000 years of QV studies, the glossy gives a reading of 90 as compared to satin gives of 29. So even after 1000 years of QV study, you see the glossy surface looks still much better, much cleaner, and much newer as compared to a satin surface. So a 1000-year QV study is almost equal to 5 years of weathering exposure. So radiance with a glossy finish is something which is a much better option as compared to satin finish if you're looking for a longer life of your product, longer aesthetic value of your product. Well, all the 6 variants will come to you in a specialized packaging. You will have, as usual, JSW Radiance within a non-erasable liner marking. You will also have a special metal packaging with Radiance as a brand very boldly written over it. And in terms of how to reach us to order it, you already are in touch with most of our field offices, so you can always be in touch with the same team to order the product. You can also look at our recently launched JSW Radiance website, which gives you all the information along with the timelines. So while ordering the product, you will also have to fill in few details so that we are able to customize the product the way you want it. So this is the brief about the product JSW Radiance. And with this, I would like to close my presentation saying that today is 24/7. So this is a right day to assure you people that JSW Steel is going to be with you 24/7. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma. Thank you very, very much for the detailed and a very, very interesting presentation. Thank you, sir, once again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the website that's launched. So we would request you all to kindly log in and have a look. The website is www.jswradiance.in. Okay, so I did mention about the quiz, right? So now you've seen the product and its features. So it is now time for us to know who was really attentive. Well, that's right. Now we will get to know who was actually paying a real close attention to the presentation. All right, well, friends, it's quiz time, but let me go ahead and talk about the instructions of this very interesting short quiz. So we will have 5 questions. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up very, very carefully. The instructions, very important. We will have 5 questions, one at each time on the screen. So please exit the full screen mode to get a pop-up of the quiz. So you need to exit the full screen in order to get the pop-up of the quiz. You have to select your answers and send in your answers. We will give you 45 seconds to answer each question. That is, keep that in mind, but this is the fastest finger first format. So anyone who answers the first will actually be the winner. And like I did mention earlier, yes, you will get an exciting prize to win. We will declare the winner towards the end of the event. So please be here with us. This is getting really, really exciting. So you know the instructions, 45 seconds, fastest finger first. Now we will know who was watching and listening to the presentation. Are you all ready? Okay, well, my dear friends, we will now have the first question on the screen. Like I said, exit the full mode so that you can get the pop-up of the quiz. All right. So my first question to you, ladies and gentlemen, see very carefully and keep your answers ready. My first question, where is antimicrobial steel used? Your options are appliances, HVAC ducts, hospitals, cold storage, or all of the above. Please, please, please select your answers and post your answers so that we can receive it. Please go ahead, do that. Now we will know who is going to be the winner. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options that we have for you. 45 seconds are going to get over. Where is antimicrobial steel used? Remember your options. Appliances, you have to select the answer. Okay, select and post the answer. Appliances, HVAC ducts, hospitals, cold storage, or all of the above. I'm sure you saw the presentation very nicely. So it's now your turn to win the prizes. And don't worry, we will send you the prizes wherever you are. You don't have to worry about that. At JSW, we take care of everything. So ready? Have you already sent in the answers? This is the fastest finger first. Well, I'm sure you must have already sent, right? Do I hear you all say yes? So I'm going to give you, okay, last 20 seconds, okay? I'm going to count the seconds now. So where is antimicrobial steel used? Post in your answers. Remember, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, very clearly the instructions. You have to select the answer and post it so that the backend team can actually receive your answers. And this is the fastest finger first. I've already given you a lot of time. Shall we move on? Do I hear you say yes? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for my second question. Which type of surface resists staining due to bird droppings and permanent markers on steel sheet? I know this answer actually. I was listening to it very carefully. So you have the three questions here. Select in your answer and submit. Hydrophobic surface, hydrophilic surface, or none? That's your option. I think it's pretty easy. I think this was very prominent because I do know the bird droppings. They do create a lot sometimes. So I was listening to that very, very carefully. So please select your answer and post it. Post it. Fastest finger first. Have you already sent? Yes? No? Remember, my dear friends, remember, you will win something really exciting. The exciting prizes is awaiting you. So go ahead, send in your answers. Okay, with that, we move on to the next question. My third question, ladies and gentlemen, fastest finger first. What is the paint thickness that a new product offers with customized paints. Your options, as you can see on the screen, is 15 micron, 35 micron, 55 micron, or do you think it is 75 micron? Is it so? Ladies and gentlemen, come on, give in the answers. What is the paint thickness that a new product offers with customized paints? Your options, please select and send it. 15 micron, 35 micron, 55 micron, or 75 micron. Do you have the answers as yet? No? Yes? Have you already sent in the answers? I think this was also very easy. If you've seen the presentation very closely, you've understood the presentation, you can actually go to the website. Say I'm giving you options. So are we done? Okay, so I have given you 4 options. Please post in your selected answers. That's very important, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to select the answer and post it. Are you all with me, ladies and gentlemen? Shall we move on to the fourth? I am trying to understand if we can move on to the fourth question, but please go ahead. If you still haven't, think and send it. Okay, coming to the fourth question. Sorry, to the fourth question, ladies and gentlemen. My fourth question is, which is the important factor while designing cool rooms? I think this was the last slide. You think so? I think in the presentation in the main slot. Okay, which is the important factor while designing cool rooms? Your options are thermal efficiency, cleanliness of room, color of the room, or none of the above. Again, a very easy answer, because I think I really heard the presentation very closely. So, my dear friends, select in your answers and send it across to us. You've got another 25 seconds. I would say this is the fastest finger first. And I think this quiz is really, really interesting. And you've asked a very specific questions, because you cannot really miss out on these important factors, which was in the presentation. So, all right. My second last question I've already asked you, which is the important factor while designing cool rooms, ladies and gentlemen: thermal efficiency, cleanliness of room, color of the room, or none of the above. So please, it's very important for you all to post in your answers so that our backend team can actually see the time of your answer as well. All right, so have you all already sent in your answers? Let me hear wherever you are. Say yay. So I'll get to hear. The vibes actually do all the work these days in the virtual event. You feel the vibes that everybody's shouting yes with the excitement. Okay, so with the same excitement, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the last quiz question, which is, what are the benefits of high gloss steel? Let's see the options. Better endurance, better aesthetics, better overall performance, all of the above. So, the all of the above actually sometimes really confuses you. So it's, I feel like a KBC actually, that I'm throwing in the questions and everybody just waiting time to send in the answers. All right, let's see. Have you already sent in your answers? Remember the exciting prizes awaiting you. Do not forget that, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. I think a very easy questions we've asked you. A great opportunity to win exciting prizes. We will declare the winner towards the end of the event. So please don't go anywhere. I move on? I think we are done. Or I'm going to give you another 15 seconds. Okay, another 15 seconds. I want you all to quickly send in your answers if you still haven't sent in your answers. My last question, let me read it out to you once again. What are the benefits of high gloss steel? Your options: better endurance, better aesthetics, better overall performance, or all of the above. I love this option, all of the above. No, I don't know the answer, to be very, very honest. Okay. So yes, I'm still waiting for the answers, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, if you still haven't, if you're listening, if you have the question pop up, please post in your answers. Very important for us. So remember, whatever is in your mind, when you see a question, I think it's your the first look, it gives you an answer. Just go with that. Okay? Have you all already sent in your answers? Shall we move on? There were five questions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've given you enough time and I think we've got the answers in it. We will let you know who the winners are. Okay, that was fantastic. Super exciting. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the last session, which is the Q&A. My dear friends, we've already received quite a few questions pertaining to the newly launched product. And I think we are really, really happy to see that you're very anxious towards the product, the new product which is launched. And trust me, this will take us to greater heights. But with that, I know there are a lot of questions. So, ladies and gentlemen, to answer the valuable questions that we have received, I would now like to invite our esteemed panelists, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we have with us Mr. Sharad Mahendra, CEO, JSW Steel Coated Products Limited. Well, a warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for joining us once again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite Mr. Ashwini Sharma, Vice President, Sales and Marketing, to kindly join us as well. There you go, sir. Welcome back once again. And also, may I go ahead and invite Mr. Amarjeet Singh Dhaya, ladies and gentlemen, Head Coated Product Works. Mr. Dhaya is veteran of steel industry. He's associated with JSW Steel for last 38 years and sought the company at different capabilities and charismatically headed various departments, operations, production planning control department, and projects. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's always ahead in taking social initiatives and helping various NGOs. Well, a warm welcome, Mr. Amarjeet Singh Dhaya. It's lovely to see all of you together with us. And now I'm going to go ahead and um, ask you the questions that we have already received. So let me go and see the first question that I have. The question has come from P. Manoj Kumar from Bangalore. The company name is Meticon India. And the question is, do we have any specific warranty period for color fading PPGL, PPGI with RMP, SMP, and PVDF coating? And the question is for Mr. Amarjeet Singh Dhaya. So over to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening all. To answer the question of Mr. Manoj, see, yes, for this fading and choking, both we have got different warranties for different paints. Like for SMP, it is 10 years. For RMP, it is 10 to 12 years. Then SDP 12 to 15, and for PVDF it ranges from 15 years and above. And one more thing is to be considered while asking for this warranty normally is that it also depends upon where do you use the sheets. If it is close to sea, it varies. If it's a industrial area or corrosive area or acidic area, this warranty changes with the end use of the product. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much. Let me go ahead and ask you the next question that we have received. The name of the person who's asked this question is Murli Krishna from Hyderabad, and the company is Pinar Industries Limited. The question is, how much tonnage per annum of production are you looking for JSW Radiance? And this question is for Mr. Sharad Mahendra. Sir, over to you. Sir, we are unable to hear you. If you could, if you
Yeah,
can hear
sorry.
me, if yes, sir.
Yes, I'm sorry, I was mute. Hi, Murli. Nice to see you here present. To answer to your question, Murli, we presently, in terms of the production for this particular brand, just wanted to inform that presently we are operating six different lines for pre-painted steel. with a capacity of 1 million ton per annum. And we are also in next 6 to 9 months adding three more lines with a capacity of additional 1 million ton. So with a total capacity of 2 million ton per annum color, we are confident that whatever requirement will be there, the volumes will not be a constraint, and we can ramp up as per the market requirement, as per your requirement, whatever is required. So volume will not be a constraint or capacity will not be a constraint for this brand. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much. Let's quickly move on to the next question. The question is by DVV Subaraju from Hyderabad. The company is Kirby Building Systems. And the question is, what is the difference between present product and new product? And what will be the lead time? The question is for Mr. Ashwini Sharma, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Raju. Three main differences. One is the current product is a warranted product. So even on RMP kind of product, we will be offering warranties. The second difference is there are 6 variants addressing six specific end users. And last is it comes in a customized packaging. So there are three different difference to this product. In terms of the last part of the question, which was lead time, we should be able to offer this product to you in a 45 days lead time to start with, and as and when the things improve further, the lead time can be shortened further. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So a lot of questions. Like I said, it's really nice to see so many questions. Moving on next, the question is from Krishna Nair from Bangalore, Metechno, India. The question is, we also need more information on food grade, antibacterial and non-toxic grade of color-coded coils. Typical appliances are in the food processing industries and cladding works for isolation wards for COVID-19 patients. The question is for Mr. Amarjeet Singh Daya.
The product is not used for direct contact with the food. But however, we have got the certificate from CFTRI MESU that it can be used. If you got a specific requirement, we can explore this together to use it. Thank you.
Sir, Krishna Iyer has another two questions I'm going to go ahead and ask. Next question by the same person is the common complaints you receive after the paint laying work is done are paint peel off, rust formation, color fade, and at times shade variation on the coils. Please suggest how to overcome these queries and your suggestion on avoiding the defects. And sir, Mr. Daya, this question is again for you.
This color coated product is a very delicate product. The best thing required to avoid most of these things which you ask is to handle it very, very carefully. See the brochure, how to use it. This beautiful product, when it goes to the end use, normally it is handled by people who are not well educated or illiterate. So while unloading or opening the packet, they damage most of the paint on the top of it, which leads to the problem which he has asked for. So what I suggest is when you start laying it, consult some expert, use some expert people who are expert in this area who can put the sheets properly in this, and or we have got experts in the plant and in the zones also who you can consult, will give you the consultancy or the services free of cost to make a best use of this and give you the best of the life you are asking for. Thank you.
Sir, yes, sir. This is another question, but the same person is for you. What is the color guarantee period you give on color-coded coils?
Okay, it's a repeat question. Color warranty, it varies, as I said, from RMP to PVDF. RMP is basically considered as a base grade paint. In RMP, we give 10 years. RMP to SMP we gives 10 to 12 years, and SMP to PVDF and SGP is all up to 15 years, and PVDF is a paint in normal use we give warranty up to 15 years, 15 years to 25 years.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very, very much. Okay, my next question is from Sridhar from Hyderabad. The company is Integrated Clean Rooms. The question is, can we get the list of colors of defined SRI values? And the question is for Ashwini Sharma, sir.
Yes, we can get the list of SRI values sent to you, Mr. Sridhar. But for the benefit of everybody else here, the SRI values of 83 to 84 are also possible in digital variants.
Sir, he's got another question for you. What will be the lead time for antimicrobial steel? Mr. Ashwini
We
Sharma, sir. Yes,
we
sir.
can offer this supplies within 45 days. So 45 days lead time for almost all variants of radiance.
Okay, sir. My next question that is coming from is from Suresh Kumar from Tirupur. From the company is Bharat Roofing. Now his question is, how will the product be distributed in the market? Are we looking at any new dealerships for this product? The question again is for Mr. Ashwini Sharma. Sir, over to you.
Well, good evening. Since it's a customized product, so it cannot be really offered through a typical dealership route. So it will be offered through a normal process of inquiry route where you need to contact the branches and they will be in turn able to help you. So dealership primarily is basically for customized product, non-customized product. Sorry.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. With that, let's have the next question is by Nilesh Bhramekar from Pune. The company is Higher Appliances India. The question is for appliances application, like for water heater outer body. Can you have better cost saving proposal than PPGI 120 GSM? The question again is for Mr. Ashwini Sharma.
Yes, Nilesh, there are possibilities of working on different versions of the product. We'll get back to you specifically for how we can reduce cost and offer you something which is better product than PPGI 120.
And
Thank you,
Ashwani,
sir.
I will also like to add to this what Dilesh has asked. See, we definitely, as Ashwani has said, that we will definitely come back to you with alternate options. But I think in your industry, and we also believe in the synergy, is that rather than taking the first upfront cost, it is more important to see the lifetime cost also. It is a life cycle cost which is more important than maybe which builds helps in building your brand also. So we will work out and we will come back with both the initial cost and also the life cycle cost model with you with alternate options. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. With that, we've come to the next question. The next question is from Mayur Gokhale from Pune. Aditya Profiles. The question is, how many colors shed are available in new offerings? Mr. Ashwini Sharma, this question is again for you.
Well, good evening, Mr. Mayur. As of now, we have developed 20 shares for radiance. So, and we can develop few more based on the requirement going forward.
Thank you, sir. All right. With that, let's move on to the next question. V. Thirumaran from Chennai. The company is Metco Roof. The question is how this new offering is different from a Coloron brand of JSW steel. The question again, sir, is for you, Mr. Ashwini Sharma.
Good evening, Mr. Thirumaran. And the Coloron brand, it's a very popular brand for in our distribution segment. Most of the retail sales happens through Coloron Plus. But when we look at customization in terms of what you require to to be done to add value to your brand, we are looking at something beyond what is in Kurlon Plus. So Radiance is basically a very customized product with 6 different variants. So which variants you may not find in Kurlon Plus, because Kurlon Plus is a very good product addressing a different kind of customer segment.
And also, Ashwini, I will also like to add here that Coloron Plus is definitely one of the most premium brand in the pre-painted sector segment in the country, and offering, as Ashwani rightly said, to a large masses for more generic requirement. But what we have seen today, the specialized features, customized features being offered by Radiance is depending on the need base. It's need based, where it is being used, which industry it is using, for what application. So it is not a generalized application like what Coloron Plus with its premium features offer the long life and maintains the feature, but this is offering additional features which are not there in Coloron Plus. But all features of Coloron Plus something more is what Radiance is offering.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, the next question is from BN Srinivas, Chennai, from Shri Bharti Roofing. His question is there any specific unit production line for the Radiance product? If yes, then quantity or capacity? The question is for Mr. Amarjeet Singh Daya.
Good evening, Mr. Srinivas. See, all our three locations will be able to give you this radiance. Is not there's no specific line, and any quantity that you need can be provided. And also, this other coming lines will also be capable to give you this product. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Awesome. It's been fantastic. Getting so many questions, but I'm going to ask two more questions. The next question again is from Srinivas, but this time this question is for Mr. Sharad Mahendra. Sharad sir, this question is for you. Will there be any price difference, WRT regular offerings?
Srinivas, in terms of the pricing of the product, it will depend that out of the 6 variants, which variant is your priority? Is it an exclusive variant or a mix of all 6, or maybe 2 out of 6, which all 2 variants? So we will be very soon coming out with the pricing, but it is depending on what feature is a must for you, which you are looking for, it will be. And definitely there will be some impact, but nothing which is not value for money. This I can assure.
Thank you, sir. So I'm going to go ahead and ask the last question now, because I know again, otherwise it will go on and on. There'll be a lot of questions. So I'm going to clear Srinivas's last question that he has in his mind, which is asked when we can get the 1550 width. This question is for Mr. Daya.
See, Corona has delayed this execution. Actually, the line is quite in advanced stage, and by the end of this financial year, this product will be on the shelf. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So since you managed to actually answer it so quickly, I'm going to go ahead and ask last 3 questions. I'm sorry, because I know people are super excited to know about this product. My last question, as in I have a question from this person, but it's got 3 questions. That's Sambhasiva Rao from Hyderabad, Swasti Biltech. Now his first question is, with anti-dust variant available with RMP paint system. Will anti-dust variant available with RMP paint system? This from Mr. Daya.
Good evening, Mr. Rao. Yes, this is available in RMP. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Another question also is for you, the next 2 from the same person. How can the weight of building be reduced with high SRI value material? Mr. Daya, again for you.
See, this SRI will not reduce the weight of the building. What it can help you is that it can reduce the thickness of your insulation. That saving it will give you. As in the presentation, Mr. Ashwini Sharma told you this will give you a temperature difference of ranging from 4 degrees to 10 degrees or 12 degrees. So depending upon the which area and which end use, your insulation thickness you can vary. Also depending upon the shade, which light or dark, this will help in reducing the thickness of your insulation.
All right, so one very last question. I'm not going to take any more questions after this. Mr. Dagar, this is again. Can you have a combination of variants in one product?
Yes, we can get some combinations like SRI, anti-dust, and glossy paint. You can get this in combination. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, sir. Thank you to all our panelists. Thank you once again for answering all the questions. Thank you to Ajay.
Thank you.
I will like to speak. Friends, in case any of your questions have not been answered and have been received, will be responded back in within next 3 days time by the team. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, yes, I know there'll be a lot of questions in your minds, my dear friends. So do not worry. You can throw in the questions, and the JSW team will get back to you with all the answers. So please go ahead. I think it's really interesting that you're asking so many questions. So please, thank you once again to our panelists. Thank you very, very much. I think this again session has been very, very exciting. And I know, my dear friends, wherever you are, you're thoroughly enjoying this very moment. So we've had a fantastic launch today. We've had an amazing quiz. We've had the great presentation. We had this fantastic Q&A. But yes, how can I forget the winners? I did forget. See, I told you I will remember. We always remember at JSW. So also send in your questions. Okay, if there are any, we will remember. Okay, well, friends, now we've got. So, well, friends, you know what? The team, the backend team, has very, very minutely monitored the quiz results, and we have the winners ready. I said this is the fastest finger first. So the timeline is again very, very important. So hold your breath. We've got 5 winners. Let me go ahead and talk about the winners. So wherever you are, congratulations in advance. And yes, the exciting prize will reach you. So let me go ahead and talk about the first winner. Or should I go the other way around? Let me go the other way around. Is that okay? I think we always do that. So, well, friends, my fifth winner. I'll talk about the fifth winner first. Is Ashwini Singh, GRV Steel, Mumbai. Congratulations! You are the fifth, my fifth winner. Many, many congratulations once again to you. Rather, there you go. We're actually on the live event in some nice exotic place, right? Okay, with that, let me go ahead and talk about my fourth winner. I'm going the from fifth onwards. Okay, so the fourth winner here is Suresh Kochi from Kochi, AV Thomas and Company Limited. Congratulations! Okay, my next winner is Ashwin from Metco Roof, Chennai, who's the third winner. Congratulations! Many, many congratulations wherever you are. Celebrate in excitement. Congratulations to you. Lovely. Yes, that come to the second. Jai Hind Steel Syndicate is my second in the second place winner. Congratulations. Kya baat hai? Zoda taliyan. Super. I'm sure you're super, super excited. Congratulations. Okay, well, friends, my first winner is Manu Gupta, MNF Metals, who is the first. Many, many congratulations. Many congratulations, my dear friend. So wherever you are, let me go ahead and tell you that you will be receiving your prizes, your gifts shortly. Don't worry about that. And now, with this great excitement, let's move ahead. I would now like to invite Mr. Sandeep Sales and Marketing for the vote of thanks. A warm welcome to you, sir. Mr. Sandeep Khanna, thank you for joining in for the vote of thanks, and over to you, sir. So you have to unmute yourself. So you have to unmute yourself. So if you could kindly unmute yourself. Sir, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sandeep Khanna, sir, I request you to kindly unmute yourself. We're not able to hear you. So if you could kindly unmute yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, just excuse us for a bit. I think Mr. Sandeep Khanna's audio feed, it's not able to reach us. If you could give us a moment, I would once again request Mr. Sandeep Khanna to kindly unmute yourself, sir. We are not able to hear you. Sir, if you could unmute yourself. Sir, if you could unmute, we're not able to hear you. There's no, there is a video feed, but there is no audio feed, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the audio feed right back. Please stay with us because this has been a fantastic moment. Yes, we would love to hear from Mr. Sandeep Khanna, and we're just waiting for the audio from his end. Sir, we're not able to hear you.
Audible?
Yes, sir. Now it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll have to start from the beginning. Once again, everybody. So Mr. Sandeep Khanna is right here with us. Welcome, sir.
Thanks, Dhwani. Thanks. And as the name suggests, Dhwani, so it has been a very, and I know it's very difficult rather on a digital platform to engage the audience for so long and so well. So congratulations for that, Dhwani. Then I would say indeed it has been a very innovative way in which this product has been. It's an innovative product and has been launched in a very innovative way. And as we say that it's that necessity is a mother of invention. So similarly, I would say this digital platform, the launching of the product through this digital platform has been also a kind of, we never thought of launching actually JSW Radiance in such a way, which has been done. And in fact, Radiance as a product is also an innovative and the need of the hour for the customers, I would say. So that's how we look at Radiance right now. And I'm told like there have been around more than 350 plus logs across through YouTube, through Facebook, through microsites. The customers have been there. So 350 logons might be much more who have attended this conference, the virtual conference. So I would like to thank all our customers who have been here, and as we say in JSW, our partners in progress. So thank you all the customers, and I must assure you that our customers, our consultants, our key associates have really been a key source for this development, and I must congratulate them for this development. I would also like to thank the marketing team who have been working behind the scenes, headed by Nilesh. So they have done a fabulous job. And of course, the marketing agency F5 Advertising, which has in fact done a very hassle-free kind of the complete event. We were apprehensive how it will go, and I think it has gone really very well. I must say customers will also be appreciating that. Last but not the least, of course, Dhwani, as I mentioned, she has been a fabulous host for the evening. And before signing off, I must mention a few words from Gayatri month, which is Bhargo Devas Dhimahi that we say. So if you see radiance and this Bhargo Devas, that the word that I would say is the light, the glorious light, I would say rather. So this radiance is derived from that word. So I would just pray that the JSW radiance be the good omen, the auspicious omen, and take it all out of this challenging times, in this very, very challenging times that we are facing right now. So thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sandeep Khanna, for those very interesting words here. To the words of wisdom. Thank you. But before we move ahead, I would once again would love to invite on screen here, Sharad sir, if you kindly join us once again. This has been a very a memorable day for the entire JSW family. So before we leave, sir, I would love to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. It has been really wonderful to see. Well, like, I cannot use the word see, but at least to be with you all, and I can feel this, which I have been seeing with you all. Many of them, many of you, since maybe 2006, when I became a part of JSW, and it is really good to be together again. And as I said in the beginning, that I will be waiting very keenly to visit your offices, your factories, and to learn more and understand more, and to know each other's requirements and needs. But also you that it is not only the product or the brand or the features, but in terms of our services, ensuring that what your needs are will be fulfilled. And also, we would like to engage whoever of you is interested for your future development with certain lead time of maybe 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years. We are ready in new development. What you see, which we may not be knowing that this is going to be the need 1 year from now or 2 years from now. And we have a dedicated team for this for coated products. So thank you once again. And as I said in the beginning, be safe and stay safe. Thanks once again for being a part of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sharad sir. Thank you once again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a moment, what a day this has been at JSW, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, at JSW, absolutely nothing can stop us. No matter how difficult the circumstances are, we will make sure that we will go to any heights to come up with new stylized products and make sure that what we achieve is going to be at the higher heights. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fantastic launch. Let me reiterate in case if you have any questions, the JSW team will be happy to answer. So before I say adieu to you, ladies and gentlemen, मैं एक छोटी सी शायरी जाने से पहले आप सभी के लिए कहना चाहती हूँ. Starting I did with the शायरी, let me end with the शायरी, ladies and gentlemen. तो अर्ज किया है कि कौन कहता है कि जुदाई होगी, कौन कहता है कि जुदाई होगी, किसी ने अफवाह फैलाई होगी, हम तो ठाठ से रहेंगे आपके दिल में, इतनी जगह तो हमने बनाई होगी. Well, yes, stay connected, that's very important. Stay home, stay safe. From JSW, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today on this very wonderful occasion. Have a wonderful evening ahead. This is Dhwani Mittal signing off. Please stay safe. Thank you very much. Thank you.